Hi there, Joe from Kingston's, and today we've come down to Sorrel to come take a look at a 4-bedroom detached property in a lovely little plot along with a double garage. In fact, we're out the front, so we're on this lovely green space. In fact, if you look behind me, you can see down onto Campion Drive, which is of course off Spa Road. I'll quickly give you a whiz on round. So we've got this lovely green area round to the front. You come on in through Sorrel Post in your car, just round here the corner. And we've got a nice little area for lay-by for visitors parking, etc. And we'll come on round and we'll continue round. We've got the access both for the house and for the driveway and double garage round just behind these trees. And of course, we've got this lovely outlook because the house itself is just down here. So in terms of the location, we're no more than around about a 15 to 20-minute walk from any point of the town centre. Should you not want to walk down the main road, down Spa Road, then there's some nice little cut throughs. You cut through the Morgan estate, so then you stay away from the main road and you can get into town. It's pretty level as well, so no hills or anything at all. If you do go down Spa Road, you do have a little bit of a hill, which is the old canal bridge, so to speak. If you also want to go down Spa Road, we've of course got the garage, so you do have a little shop if you need to go and grab anything. If you need to get out towards the A350, it's pretty easy. If you're thinking about secondary schools, then Melksham Oak is only just up the road. That's going to take you no more than a 10-minute walk here. If you want to get to primary schools, I'd say your closest is probably going to be Lerwick or BOWERHIll, and both of those, well, Lerwick's going to be reachable in around about 10 minutes. BOWERHIll is probably going to be around about a 15-minute walk, so pretty close. And of course, we're on the edge of Melksham itself, so there's a nice few little walks there if you want to take your dog, etc. Getting back to the house though, of course I've already mentioned we've got the double garage and we've got the driveway. We've got this lovely frontage, you see we've got this Tudor element as well. As you come on through, we've got a lovely hallway, we've got a study there on the left as well as a cloakroom. We then have a fantastic kitchen with a breakfast table, have a utility. Off the back there as well, we have a separate dining room, but of course you could use your kitchen as a diner should you want and use a dining room as a playroom or a different reason. And then of course on the front here with the bay, we do have our main living room with a nice log fire there too. Upstairs we've got 2 double bedrooms at the front here. The one on the left hand side or your right is going to be the main bedroom that has an ensuite too. And then as you go on back, we then have a further double bedroom at the rear, and then we have a single in the far left hand corner there with a fantastic bathroom in the middle, and the bathroom being a 4-piece suite, so we have a separate bath and shower. And then we have a very nice sunny garden. So we're down here in the morning, and when you go out into the garden and when we have a look around, you'll see that we've got lots of sunlight there, beautifully maintained, lovely lawn borders. We've got a pergola out there for seating as well, and we even have a little area tucked down between the house and the garage, which is a nice shaded area if you want to store anything out the way. Very, very nice indeed. So, good sized house, lovely inside. Let's head on in and explore.
We come through the front door and currently stood in our hallway. We have a built-in mat followed by some lovely tiling. As we go round to the right, we see the doorway through to the living room. We then have our stairs up to the first floor. We then see our doorway through into the kitchen breakfast room or a cloakroom. And then coming down to the front, you see that we have our study. As we pan back towards the front, you see we have a radiator, and there is our front door with side panel windows. So we're coming on through into the study to begin. So you see there's plenty of space for a unit here on the right hand side. We've got a desk in here too, and there's still space around both of those. Got a window to the front, got a radiator below, and we even have space for a bookcase there. Of course, if you don't want to use it as a study, you could use it as a playroom should you want to. There's a quick view out through the blinds so you can see where we were stood just a couple of minutes ago before we headed on in. But we will quickly come on through and into the cloakroom. So once again, we've got lovely tiled floor. We still have some fantastic style splashbacks coming up. We have a vanity, wash, hand basin, storage under. So we come further on through, you see it opens up to the far end. We have a closed couple WC, frosted window to the side. You see that tiling continuing around to where we have a heated towel rail. And then making our way onto the far side of the property, where we're coming on through and into our living room. We'll immediately pan around to the right, where you can see we've got the bay window facing out towards that green space again. Got a radiator tucked down behind the sofa, plenty of space for a two-seater sofa and a chair. Got a television unit in the corner. We then have the focal point of the fireplace, so that cuts out slightly. We've got windows on either side. Got a tiling across the floor, exposed brickwork and a log burner. There you go, there's a quick view to the front and another one out towards the rear to the garden. If I come over in the corner here and pan around, you see we've got plenty of space for further furniture. Got a three-seater table, chair, got a chest as well, and of course we've got our double doors through to our dining room. You see there is a radiator tucked down in the corner. As we pan around from the far end. And as we do so, we're then coming immediately on and into the dining room. So you see we have a 6-seater table here in the middle, and we still have plenty of furniture all the way around. We've got a sliding door out into the garden, and so we've got a radiator in the corner. As we peek around the corner, you see that we have a doorway through and into the kitchen. As we stand here, we'll then move on around. So you see we've got a bureau and some larger units in the corner. And of course we've got that view right the way back through to the front of the property. While we're here though, we'll have a view out into the garden. As you can see, the lawn, the pergola, we will of course explore this later. We'll make our way on round and into our kitchen breakfast room. So we've got a storage cupboard here on the left hand side, so that's underneath the stairs. Got a radiator there on the right. We're coming back onto a tiled floor. You see here that we have a large kitchen table in here. So you see 5-seater table. You can see it's no problem in here with all the space going around. So we've got a mix of base and eye level units with worktop space over, tile splashback, power points, got instant LED lights as well as some downlighters. We've got integrated fridge freezer, followed by an eye-level electric fan assisted double oven with grill function. Moving on down, we have a 4-ring gas hob that has a pull-out extractor above that. We've got space for a dishwasher in the corner. We then come around to our window to the rear. We've got a porcelain 1.5 bowl sink unit with single drainer and mixer tap. And as we continue along, we have the opening through and into the utility. As we pan around here from the far end, there's another quick view out to the garden, and we'll finish off downstairs by looking on through into the utility. So we've got a base level unit. You see on the right hand side we've got a space for washing machine. We've got a radiator down here too. We then have a stainless steel sink unit with single drainer mixer tap, wall mounted boiler. And then of course we have our door out into the garden. There you go, which is another quick view across. But first we're going to go up the stairs. Well, we come up to the top of the stairs onto the landing. If we pan around to the left, we're coming on through to bedroom number 2, which is the double. We then have the smallest of the bedrooms, which is bedroom number 4. Bathroom, radiator, bedroom number 3. We've got a airing cupboard and a storage cupboard, and then we have our main bedroom out to the front over the top of our living room. As we come on through, you can see here we've got plenty of space for a double bed, plenty of space all the way around. At the far end we have a dressing table, chest of drawers, space for a chair, window, and of course got a radiator there. As we pan around to the left, you see we have a large bank of built-in wardrobes and our doorway through to ensuite. And we'll pan around from the far end here, still have space for nightstands as you can see. And we'll pan around from the right end to get a better view of that landing and ensuite. We also have space for television, of course. While we're at the front, there is another view out to that green space. As you can see, lovely view out to the front, as we've already seen. And then coming on through to the ensuite. So we have a tile floor. We then have tile splashbacks running all the way around. In the corner, you see it's around the shower enclosure, which goes all the way to the ceiling. So we have sliding glass door as a main shower. We've got a extractor fan here, insert LED lights. We then have a low level WC, frosted window to the side. In the corner, we have a vanity wash hand basin with storage under, shaver point, and then a heated towel. And of course, that's our ensuite. We'll make our way on through to the far side of the property. And we're going to come on into bedroom number 2. So another good sized double facing out towards the front. So you can see the double bed here on the left hand side. We've got the storage on the far side too, which is a built-in wardrobe. Of course, we've got other freestanding units as we go around. Of course, we've got a window to the front. There's our radiator. There's a better view of that built-in wardrobe. In fact, it's quite big. It's larger than the doors. It goes further down behind the bed once you open it up. As we pan around from the far corner here. And I'll give you a view out to the front again. As you can see, it's a lovely day. What a lovely view. And then of course, we will then explore the smaller bedrooms out to the rear. We'll start off with bedroom number 4. So this is a single bedroom. As you can see, we have the single bed here in the far corner. We've got a window out to the rear. We've got a radiator there too. If you come on over into the corner, you see we have a freestanding wardrobe and chest of drawers. So a good size for a single. And of course, you see back over to the far side of the property. We'll just pan you around from the far end here. I'll give you a quick view out into the garden. Also looking over to the rear. If we then come on over to bedroom number 3. So our third double bedroom, as you can see, we've got a double bed in here. Currently pushed over into the corner, but you could reorientate that should you want to have it in the middle of the room, no problem at all. And you see we've got a chest of drawers down the far end. We then have a window and radiator that's to the rear. Then we have some built-in wardrobes, you see, with a desk, a slight alcove. There's another view out to the garden. And then of course we have our main family bathroom with our 4-piece suite. So pushing the door on open, we're coming on in, and immediately you'll notice on the left hand side we have another corner shower enclosure with sliding glass doors. See the tile splashbacks going all the way to the ceiling, and once again that is a main shower. Over in the corner we have a vanity wash hand basin with storage under. We've got a heated towel rail. We've got a shaver point, window, of course that's out towards the rear, that's frosted. Then we have a low level WC. And as we continue around, you can see that we have the bath, once again with tile splashbacks. We have insert LED lights and an extractor fan in here also. But starting on out in the garden, we're stood here in the corner of the patio, coming out from the dining room, and we're looking underneath this pergola out to the rear of the garden. So this lovely lawn area, but we're going to follow on around into the corner after I give you a pan right the way across to the rear. There's our door from our utility for an outside tap here. I'll give you a quick view down to the side access. And then of course we've got that patio with a border before we have this fantastic lawn, and we have mature borders running all the way around the fence line across the rear of the property. So we've got some roses, we've got some larger shrubs, we've got a couple of trees here too. As we come around to the corner, you can see how far it stretches down into the far end. And of course it goes around the corner, down the side of the property and out towards the double garage. There you go, as we pan back towards the rear of the property, you can see that pergola a bit better. You can also see we've got some external lights on the property. We come on into the far corner here. next to a bay tree. As we pan back across again, of course we see that small section down the side of the property. We're here about 11 o'clock today, so you can see just how sunny it is. The sun is going to come round to the rear of the property, so at the end of the day the sun is going to be bathing the whole garden in sunlight. As we look down, we've got a courtesy door into the garage, we've got another external light. We've got a nice little area down the corner, ideal for a place to store your bins, so it's tucked away from the rest of the garden. You then have the space behind the garage, lovely gravel, lovely shaded area. We see we've got a bench, have some pots. You also see the section coming off the living room with the chimney breast with those windows there. As we come on back to the far end, and you can see we've got this beautifully manicured garden, and of course down here for barbecues with the sun coming around in the afternoon, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But that's where we're going to finish today for number 6, Sorrel Close.